Hey guys, this is Subhashish Mishra, your test coach. Today we'll learn two important components of web services, that is WSDL and UDDI. In our previous videos, we have already learned about what is web service and how it works, what is service provider and what is service consumer. Now let's understand what is WSDL and UDDI in web services. So what is WSDL? WSDL stands for Web Services Description Language. It is the standard format for describing a web service. WSDL definitions describe how to access a web service and what operations it will perform. We know a service provider provides the service and a service consumer consumes it. When a service consumer consumes a web service, they need to know in detail about the web service, like what the web service is, what are the various components, what are the various functionalities, and what are the parameters, what is the return type, and how exactly to consume the web service. So service consumer needs to know everything about the web service, the structure of the web service and the entire description of the web service. Then every service provider publishes a description about their web services. This is kind of an interface to the web service where all the attributes and functionalities of the web services is described. This is an XML based interface and this is called WSDL, Web Services Description Language. WSDL is known as Web Services Description Language. So WSDL is an XML based interface for the web services which describes all the attributes and functionalities of the web services. It is XML based because it will be machine readable and we can use some tools and programming language to pass this document and generate the request and response structure. So let's see an example of WSDL. So this is one of the example of a WSDL document. The WSDL file itself can look very complex to any user, but it contains all the necessary information that any client application would require to use the relevant web service. So these are the general structure of a WSDL file: definition, target namespace, data types, message, port type, bindings, service. Let's understand a little bit more about message. The message parameter in the WSDL definition is used to define the different data elements for each operation performed by the web service. So in this example, we have two messages which can be exchanged between the web service and the client application. So here you can see one is star request and other one is star response. The star request contains an element called star ID which is type string. Similarly, the star response operations contains the element called as star name and again the type is string. So this is the message format. Then we have port type. This actually describes the operation which can be performed by the web service, which in our case is called star. Here you can see that this operation can take two messages. One is an input message and other one is an output message. Then we have binding. This element contains the protocol which is used. In our case, we are defining to use HTTP. We also specify other details for the body of the operation like the namespace and whether the message should be encoded. Then we have a service tag. Service tag is a name given to the web service itself. Initially, when a client application makes a call to the web service, it will do by calling the name of the web service. For example, a web service can be located at an address such as http, here you can see example.com * something. The service tag will actually have the URL defined, which will actually tells the client application that there is a web service available at this location. That's all about WSDL. So we can say WSDL is an XML based interface which is created by service provider and consumed by service consumer and uses all the web services. There are two ways a service consumer can get hold of this WSDL document. One is service provider can directly hand over the WSDL document to the service consumer. This can happen if both of them know each other, but if they don't know each other, then how can a client application or service consumer can locate a WSDL file to understand the various operations offered by a web service provider? In this case, UDDI comes to the picture. UDDI provides a repository on which WSDL files can be hosted. So, the client application or service consumer will have complete access to the UDDI, which acts as a database containing all the WSDL files. UDDI is known as Universal Description, Discovery and Integration. UDDI is a standard for describing, publishing and discovering the web services that are provided by a particular service provider. It provides a specification which helps in hosting the information on web services. You can take an example of a telephone directory where a telephone directory has the name, address and telephone number of a particular person. The same way, UDDI registry will have the relevant information for the web service so that a client application knows where it can be found. Thank you. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section. I'll try to explain it. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel.